the largest limit, and if involves activities of a different kind, some they may lie in diplomatic domain, technological security, such kind of activities, or maybe intelligence activities. So, how do you secure a nation? That will give you a national security policy. That's the outermost layer actually. A middle layer would be how do you defend your nation? And that particular part would involve issues like defense manufacturing, Atmanirbharta, or creating general awareness amongst normal citizens. And I won't say militarization of the society, but as citizens we should be aware what should we supposed to do actually during warfare. So such kind of activities would fall in the remit of defense and would help you derive a national defense strategy. And the core of all this, which is the remit is the smallest, is actually military preparedness. That is our bread and butter, the three services. And we actually spend most of our time in the military preparedness. When I'm saying military preparedness, it is not only procurement, training, understanding, strategizing, war gaming, and all this. Unfortunately, all these three, like the scaffolding which Sri N. Gulaji mentioned, there is no transition. So, like military officers are so engaged in this military preparedness part, they're not looking at how do you defend your country. Forget about how do you secure a country. And similarly, people who are interested with the defense part of the country, largely bureaucrats, they're not worried about what is the military preparedness of the country. So this, unless we have this cross-domain awareness and understanding, that will help us to do this scaffolding. So we must have this clearly. Now, you're right, sir. At times I have said that, that national security policy, do we require a written document or there exists a national? So a nation doesn't function in the absence of a policy. That's what I believe. So there could be a written policy, there could be processes, and there could be structures. So structures are there for decision making. And when I said this, I said it in context of two actually examples I gave. One was Pakistan, who had issued a national security policy. And within months of issue of that written document, actually, they went into economic turmoil, political and social and otherwise. So that is just within months of issuing a particular document. So the issue of that document, a written policy, that didn't help because the structures were weak. They didn't have policies, means may not be written. And second example I gave in context of Israel, a nation which is most threatened in this world. They don't have a written national security policy. The one they wrote was in 1956. Ben Gurion wrote it, very small document. And they have not issued any national security policy. They have survived this. So in that context, I said that there could not be, we can do away, as long as the structures are strong, our processes are strong, and we have functioning in favor of a policy. So everyone is clear about what is his role and what is his goal. If the military is very clear as to what he's supposed to do, he may not still be understanding how defense or how to secure a nation. But as long as he's doing his core task well, we should be able to. And we've been able to get over problems like Article 370. We implemented it when we revoked it. So we did it without any major issues. So we were able to withstand COVID. 1.4 billion people, most chaotic if you look at them. No one could have thought that we would have survived this kind of COVID, but at the end of it, we actually became a COVID mitra for the whole world, COVID diplomacy. We were able to survive that. And how did we do it if there were no structures, there was no policy means, and there were no processes? That existed, sir. So I was saying it in that context that these structures have to be strong, people have to understand their policies, these linkages between them. Constantly, military should be involved in the bureaucracy and people who are doing national security. If we are involving them constantly and not working in silos, this will function. Yes, one can't say that we will become a developed nation 2047 and we still can't have a written document. There will be a time, sir. People are working on it, so they'll issue that. Sir.